The wild keeps a secret, and that secret is hunger. To the hunted, the whole world narrows to a single question: where is it now? They are masters of stillness, of silence, of the perfect, terrible moment. And once again the light prevails gently, faithfully, without ever needing to try. Softly, the brightness rises and the long dark is undone. The world turns its face toward the light, as it has since the beginning. Something like hope arrives with the morning, whether or not we are ready for it. The night has said all it had to say, and now the light replies. The stillness deepens even as the light grows, and the two hold perfect balance. The sky brightens by slow degrees, patient as ever, sure as ever. The cool of the small hours lingers, soft on the waking land. Warmth pools in the low places, and the cold retreats without a sound. The darkness thins to grey, and the grey softens into gold. A hush lies over the waking world, gentle and complete. A clean and golden calm settles over everything, if only for a while. A pale glow gathers at the world's edge, faint as a first thought. Dew clings to everything, jeweled and glittering in the new light. Warmth returns by degrees, unhurried, the way it always has. The first birds break the silence, one hesitant note at a time. The horizon warms from ash to ember, and the day is on its way. The world wakes not with a shout, but with a long, slow sigh. The night lets go its last star, and the day quietly takes its place. Light spills low across the world, and the shadows begin to shrink. the world lies open in every direction, vast beyond all measure. The grass runs golden to the world's far rim, unbroken and serene. Here the world is reduced to its essentials: grass and wind and endless sky. The land rose softly to the horizon, gentle and unbroken. The wind combs through the grass in long, slow, silver strokes. The grasslands hold a stillness so deep it feels like a held breath. The grasslands roll on beneath the enormous sky, timeless and free. The grasslands lie golden and patient, waiting for nothing, needing nothing. The plains lie still and open, keeping their ancient, patient watch. Out here, the openness itself becomes a kind of freedom. The plains lie wide and quiet beneath a sky that never seems to end. The land lies bare beneath the sky, honest, vast, and beautiful. Here the sky arches wide overhead, immense and endless and clear. The grass ripples to the horizon, catching the light in golden waves. The land stretches wide beneath the light, holding nothing back, The grasslands stretch on toward the edge of the world, calm and unhurried. Here, the horizon is the only edge, and even it seems endless. The land carries on serenely indifferent to time, untouched by haste. The wind sweeps across the plains, and the whole world seems to sway. The plains stretch out beyond all reckoning, wild and open and free. They have learned that the surest path to survival is patience, and more patience still. To be a hunter is to carry a hunger that no single meal can ever fully answer. Their lives are hard, their odds are long, and still they endure. And so the hunters live on, as they always have, bound to the ancient rhythm of the hunt. To hunt is to accept failure as a companion and to press on regardless. They are neither loved nor pitied, only feared, and yet the world needs them. A hunter's life is honest, in a way few others are. It asks only what it needs. To live as a hunter is to make peace with hunger, and to keep going anyway. They are the patient, the watchful, and the enduring, and they always have been. They move through their days with the calm of those who have nothing left to prove. They are shaped by their world as much as they shape it in return. They ask for so little, and yet survival demands so much. They watch the world with the eyes of one who has learned exactly what to look for. The hunger keeps them sharp, and the sharpness keeps them alive. A tree stands alone in the vastness, a small green world unto itself. The canopy spreads wide, and beneath it, the harsh light softens to cool shade. Bark cracked and grey tells the story of every year the tree has weathered. The wind moves through the leaves, with a sound like distant water. Twisted and gnarled, the old wood carries the shape of every wind that bent it. The trees hold their ground while the seasons turn around them. A lone tree breaks the flat horizon, a landmark in a sea of grass. Beneath the spreading canopy, a pool of shade waits for the weary. The trees keep their slow and patient time, older than the herds that pass beneath them. The wind stirs the branches, and the whole tree seems to sigh. A tree stands firm against the wind, bending but never breaking. The roots hold the earth together, binding the soil against the seasons. The old trees have seen more than any creature that walks below them. The old trees stand rooted and patient, watching the seasons come and go. A single tree rises from the plain, its branches spread wide against the open sky. The branches reach outward like open arms, offering shade to all who come. The roots reach deep into the earth, searching for the water hidden below. The bark is scarred and weathered, marked by every season it has survived. The leaves shiver in the breeze, catching and scattering the light. The branches trace their crooked shapes against the wide and open sky. Where they travel, they clear the way for countless smaller lives. They hold the land together simply by being part of it. They are gardeners of a kind, tending the world without ever knowing it. They are the great architects of the land, shaping it with every step. The great ones are a cornerstone of everything around them. They are woven into the life of the land, essential and irreplaceable. They belong to a time before us, and they carry it gently forward. The great ones move through the present like echoes of the past. To watch them is to glimpse the world as it was long ago. They are living monuments to a slower, grander age. The world was shaped by giants, and it remembers them still. Where the giants go, the whole world is quietly renewed. They give more to their world than the world will ever repay. Their passing changes the land, gently and lastingly. The land is richer for their presence and poorer for their absence. They carry seeds and open paths, and life follows in their wake. Their absence would leave a silence nothing else could fill. Remove them, and the whole world would feel the loss. The world depends on them in ways it does not always see. The great ones shape the world simply by moving through it. Where the water gathers, the whole world leans in close. The surface ripples in the breeze, then settles back to shining calm. It lies cool and deep, a sanctuary in the heat of the open land. The current carries life along its length from the source to the far horizon. The water gives without measure, feeding a world that cannot live without it. It flows on, slow and certain, the quiet keeper of all life. The water gives shelter, drink, and life to all who find their way to it. The surface catches the light and holds it, glowing beneath the sky. It flows through the land like a lifeline, binding the living together. It winds across the world, patient and eternal, feeding all it passes. The water gathers in the hollows, a scattered gift left by the rains. The still water reflects the world in perfect trembling calm. The water is the great gatherer, drawing the whole world to its edge. The water is a meeting place where all the paths of the land converge. It gathers the light in the sky and the world into its quiet depths. The surface shimmers softly, mirroring the drifting clouds above. The water waits with endless patience for the thirsty world to come. Where the water runs, the land turns green and lush and full. The pool lies calm and bright, a jewel set into the dust. It moves through the world unhurried, giving quietly as it goes. On long legs, they stride across the open ground, unhurried and alert. The nest is a small fortress against a world of dangers. They walk the plain with measured steps, heads bobbing, eyes sharp. They move through the grass on foot, their wings folded and at rest. They tread the open ground softly, pausing to snatch at what they find. Wings folded, they wander the plain on foot, at home upon the earth. New life stirs in the nest, fragile and fiercely guarded. High in the branches, a nest holds the promise of the next generation. Some birds rule the ground as surely as others rule the sky. They build their nests with patience and care, weaving a cradle from the plain itself. Long-legged and patient, they stalk through the grass in search of a meal. The eggs lie warm in the nest, guarded against the wide and dangerous world. The chicks wait in the nest, mouths open, for the food their parents bring. The parents feed their hungry chicks without pause, day after day. They tend their young with tireless devotion, coming and going without rest. A parent shelters its young beneath outstretched wings. They raise their young in the high branches, safe above the reach of danger. Some belong more to the earth than the air, striding through the grass on long and careful legs. Not all who have wings choose to use them. Some walk the plain on foot. They pace through the grass with slow deliberation, hunting whatever stirs below. They gather in numbers beyond counting, and still each life within them matters. They belong to the journey more than to any single place. They are forever between two places, the ground behind them and the greener ground ahead. To follow the herd is to follow a path no one taught them, and none of them can name. They ask only to keep moving, and the world, for the most part, lets them. Their journeys are older than any road, and truer than any map. They face the wide and dangerous country with nothing but numbers and nerve. They move as the seasons move them, bound to the rhythm of rain and drought. They know hardship well, and they meet it the only way they can, by carrying on. They are shaped by the open country, and the open country is shaped by them. Their coats hold the colours of the land itself, dust and gold and shadow. Where one goes, the many follow, and where the many go, the whole world shifts. The strong among them shield the weak, and the many shelter the one. They live and die by the rains, and so they chase them across the turning year. The dust they raise can be seen for miles, a living cloud upon the move. Season after season, they return along the same ancient paths, faithful without knowing it. still they move on, drawn by hunger and rain, as their kind has since time began. They are the great wandering multitude, forever chasing the green. Their lives are a long procession, unbroken across the generations. The horizon burns gold, then copper, then the soft grey of surrender. A deep and glowing calm spreads across the sky as the light gives way. The sun descends in silence, and the whole sky bows to watch it go. Streamers of light unfurl across the clouds, then dim and disappear. Fire fades to ember, ember to shadow, as the world lets go of the day. The world glows softly, wrapped in the warm light of the departing sun. The last light clings to the edges of the world, then quietly slips away. The heavens blaze in farewell, a final fleeting glory before the dark. The sun melts down the sky like wax, pooling gold along the horizon. The day burns low and warm, and the world settles into its glow. The sun slides beneath the world, and the clouds catch its final glow. The sun sinks into a sea of its own colour, drowning slowly in gold. The sky deepens through 100 shades of fire before the dark takes hold. A last flare of brilliance sweeps the heavens, and then the calm descends. The day exhales its final warmth, and the cool of the coming dark creeps in. Every creature is born, endures, and passes on, and the whole is richer for it. The story of the land is written in wind and dust, and it never ends. The wild carries on its ancient work, unwatched, unhurried, unafraid. Here, endurance is the highest art, and the land its patient master. The land endures every hardship and greets each new season unbroken. The seasons turn, indifferent to hope and to fear, and life turns with them. What lives here belongs to something far larger than itself. In the end, all things are gathered back into the great and quiet whole. Here, the whole depends on the many, and the many on the whole. Life gives itself to the land, and the land gives it back again, forever. Every life is a small flame, and the fire itself never goes out. The land holds the memory of all who lived upon it, though it speaks of none. The wild keeps no record of the fallen, and no monument but the living grass. The wild does not mourn its dead, for nothing here is ever truly lost.